Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Lance looking to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, what a move. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
10. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Off the play fake. Jimenez. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Come on,
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw. Jimenez. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Shot 17.
On third down, Jimenez. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready, break. Drill green. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
And this is what you got to do against a quarterback like him. You got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Edo Blue. 5-97. Ready.
Here's Tucker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On play action, Lance. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Hut.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Taken from just outside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jimenez. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On first down, Jimenez. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Hey, go steal. Steal, black. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jimenez. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Go ultra.
On 1st and 10, Jimenez. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He completes it to Evans. They'll get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
White. Touchdown. Buccaneers. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Drill 52.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Trouble 38. Ready?
They run. It's Tucker. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Ready.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Blue strike. Set cut.
Back to throw. Jimenez. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash. This from 48. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
Johnny, it's something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Barkley inside handoff. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Right, 97.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Red, yellow. Hey, go Fury. Hut.
Off play action. Jimenez. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Slide through. Check Fury.
Looking to throw. Jimenez. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Ready, set.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Go pink. Smash, red. Hey, check mega. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jimenez under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Jimenez. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jimenez. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Drill, 52. Smash, smash. Ready.
Looking to throw. Jimenez. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's second down at a yard. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
3-3.
To throw again, Jimenez. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to give that back. It's third down.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
38. Black shot.
To throw on third down, Jimenez. That's caught by Tucker. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Hey, green, switch, yellow. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mega. Set.
Back to throw. Jimenez. That's complete to his receiver, Goodwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Blaster, 6. Steal, check steal. Set.
Looking to throw. Jimenez. And this is caught by Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
17.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Hey, move. Set.
First down, here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Strike. Check striker. Black Ultra. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jimenez. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sean Tucker from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
Lance now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, New York.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Joe Tryon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Desperation time here. Lance. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 10 yards out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? The Giants! So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tampa Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile,